right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
Well, good morning to you.
How are you?
How am I?
Yeah.
Why would you ask me that?
Well, you had a weekend to yourself after an amazing week.
We did have an amazing week. We were up in Broomfield all last week for the Startup Expert 12 months to 6 figures event put together by Tommy Wolf and her entire team. We got to be the MCs, and it was, Charlie asked us this morning, oh, you were gone all week. Was it like a vacation? Were you relaxing? And, not exactly.
No.
Not exactly.
But we love this event, and we love the people that show up, and there was a lot of love coming back for us.
Did you feel the love?
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. You want to share?
No.
No. Look at that little sparkle.
Stop doing what you're doing there.
Little twinkle in his eye.
It might have been a beautiful blonde.
It might have been. Just one.
Might have.
I know. We were teasing. The event was 6 months to 12 figures.
6 on the right, 6 on the left.
12 months. That's it. 12. Yeah, that was it. Eric's like, can I have a few over here and a few figures over here? I'll take all the figures that I can.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Love it. So did you enjoy your weekend?
I did. I had a great weekend.
Broncos won.
Broncos won. This is not a sports show, but let's just say they always give us reason to cheer all the way to the last minute. They were up 24-10 or 24-7, I think it was 24-3. I don't remember.
You got to get your facts straight.
No, at
mister.
the first half, we're up way up.
Straight.
We're way up, right? And then here comes Mr. Luck and his giddy up with his Colts, and by the end of we could have gone into overtime, lost the game. It's a little unnerving when our team goes on autopilot in the second half.
Is that what you saw happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sad when people go on autopilot and they're not really showing up.
Your tone mocks me.
They're just another day. We're doing the same thing today, and nothing's different. We're not really showing up. We're not really delivering.
All right, bring it home.
I'm empathizing with the comment of we don't like it.
And business owners who do the same thing get the same results.
Do they?
Yeah, they
Is that what you said?
They actually do.
Yeah,
well,
do you agree with that? Do you agree with that?
I actually do.
I mean, you said it. I didn't say autopilot for business owners. I didn't make that connection.
No,
you did.
You were gonna.
No, well, maybe.
I can feel it coming.
Can you feel it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's true, though. We get in here on a Monday morning,
right?
And so often, and you hear people, how's it going? Same thing, different day. Is it really same thing, different day? It's a different day. So different thing, different day. New thing, different day. And what do you want it to be? I saw a phrase this weekend that said, it'll all be okay in the end. So if it's not okay,
it's not the end.
It's not the end.
Right.
And if you don't like the way things are going and you're not happy, do something different. But what do? We set the alarm for the exact same time. We have our exact same morning routine. We go the same route to work. We park in the same parking spot. We do everything the same.
Right. And
then we're aggravated when nothing changes. Well, hello, are you on autopilot?
No.
Let's learn from our little Broncos. Did they show up?
Whoa.
Or did they?
Whoa.
You tell me.
Whoa.
I didn't watch the game, so you have to tell me.
Did you just call them our little Broncos?
Is that bad?
Yes!
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Whenever men are involved, you can't use phrases like small and little and tiny.
Especially when the Broncos.
Okay, all right. So, I am not referring to their muscle size or anything of grandeur that they're grand. Our grand Broncos. How about that?
Beloved would work.
Oh, beloved.
I think you should substitute the word beloved. Anytime you think about little.
Anytime I want to use the word little, your little brain, your beloved brain.
Your beloved or cherished.
Okay. Cherished. You're cherished. Our cherished Broncos.
You could throw in the occasional master. I think your hand just went on the hip.
You think that there is an opportunity for me to throw in the word Master?
I don't know.
What am I? I'm like your little subservient?
No,
Do you want me to like get
no.
down and wash your little feet?
I'm
Should
not
I bring
saying
you
it's a noun.
some
It could have been a
coffee?
verb. You know, they master their plays.
Oh, Broncos. Oh, we're talking about Broncos.
Good Lord.
Right, Broncos. I got distracted.
We have a great show for you here coming up.
Football.
Business talk.
Football,
Yeah, you know what? We're going to
Football,
cross
good.
over. You know, there might be a linebacker in the boardroom, and we're going to talk.
I love that when we can talk football and business, like all in the same conversation.
And by we, who do you refer to?
You and I just comment.
Right. Color coming from Angel. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Camp Experience has a schedule full of keynote presentations, workshops, networking activities, boutique shopping, spa services, and amazing adventures. Workshops include topics such as leadership, success skills, creative thinking, and optimum health. Sign up at campexperience.com for a one-of-a-kind annual retreat on September 19th through 21st at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. Sign up today at campexperience.com.
Back to school is just like back to work. Families relocate, businesses open new offices, and you need to order new phone lines, equipment, and internet connections. Hi, this is Eric, encouraging you to do what we did. Call Lori White and Lorianne Communications and let her do it all for you. Phone lines to cable installation, Lori is your phone gal. She's always ready to serve your back-to-work needs. Call Lori today, 303-419-3415. That's 303-419-3415 or online at loriancom.com. That's LORIANCOMM.com.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Derek, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Hi, ladies. This is Angel, and I want to let you in on one of my favorite fashion secrets. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella's studio for a full year, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella's studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara. And all of the compliments I get. Get yours today. Call Carabella's studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. And to ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. 303-909-9585.
Dennis Miller here. Be sure to tune in for the Dennis Miller Show, where we talk politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Our guests are the best you'll hear on radio. It's radio you can trust right here on the Dennis Miller Show.
Tonight at 10 p.m., it's the Dennis Miller Show, right here on KLZ 560.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours.
Well, we are going to talk football and business, and it wasn't just me that put that little connection together. Our guest is Marv Russell, global human resources professional. He's got a diverse and successful career, but remembered most by many for his football career at Notre Dame. His first book was titled Linebacker in the Boardroom, Lessons in Life and Leadership. And today he's got a new book out called Finding Your Internship, providing everything you need to find or create the ideal internship and be successful on the job. Marv, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thanks for having me. How you doing today?
Marv, we're doing fantastic. And how about them Irish, huh?
Oh, they sure looked great this last weekend. We were on a high.
Sir. Yes, sir, they did. I was excited to see that you were on the program today. I went to school with Steve Berline, and there's another Fighting Irish that is out there. Marv, what's the connection between football and business, just on a global surface, type of scale?
It's interesting. Business is tough, and needless to say, football's tough. And you have to have a winning type of spirit and a winning type of attitude. And if you're not able to dig down deep and find the core of what you want to be and how you want to be successful, you won't be successful in football, and you certainly won't be successful in the business world. And so, to me, they kind of go hand in hand. One day I woke up and found myself in the boardroom. I didn't act like a linebacker, but I certainly had a tenaciousness for winning.
Absolutely.
I love that. And you know what? I think when you talk about success and that tenaciousness for winning is that connection then in finding your internship. My niece is currently attending Notre Dame. I've got a couple of college students around, and getting an internship, they think that the opportunities are few and far between. Unless they know somebody, they're not going to get one. Is that true, Marv?
You're absolutely right. The most important thing that young professionals have to do now, they have to get experience. We used to look for what school did you go to, and, oh, geez, I went to Notre Dame. Oh, great, I'm going to hire you. But you know what? There's now a difference. The edge is that student who has experience, who can walk in the door, hit the ground running, self-motivated, driven, but they have experience. That's what we like. That's what we want right now.
So, Marv, you are advocating that experience should and could be found by way of internships. Is that correct?
That's right. And, that's the way of the third millennium. Things have changed quite a bit. And what I've told people in this book, these young college students and people in career transition, is that you have to find a way to get an internship that is going to complement what you want to be, complement your strengths, and then put those things to work. Go somewhere for 10 weeks, 20 weeks, whatever it is, and demonstrate your ability to perform and achieve success. If you do, you're more likely to get a job. In fact, the great majority of interns, when they do a really good job, very often get hired by the company they interned with.
Which is super exciting. We've all been in that, remember the job, they all wanted experience, but until anybody hires me, I can't get experience. And so which comes first? So let's talk about, I think one of the things I love about the way you have the book set up, Finding Your Internship, is you have case studies, the elevator speeches, job descriptions, letters of introduction, all of that. But what if you don't know somebody at the place that you think you want to work for or in that career?
That's the best question you ask me all day. Because one of the things that I put forth in this book is that we have to stop looking for internships by where the job postings are or just who we know. What you have to do is you have to define what your internship is going to be about. And you develop your own business case for that internship. Put a package together, as I tell you in the book how to do that, and then deliver it to people. Send it to people. One of the great examples I have in the book is a young man who wanted to be in public relations. And I told him put together a package, and I said, now pick up the phone and call some of the small public relations firms in the area that he lives in. You know what happened? He called on a Sunday morning thinking, I'm going to leave a message. He was a little hesitant. Boy, was he shocked when the owner of the company answered the phone. Tuesday, He had an interview.
Wow.
Wednesday, he was in the office performing an internship and working with the president of the company. We have to stop looking for the big name, the big box stores for internships. They're right in your backyard. And that's where the richness of the experience is.
Boy, I love that. And so, Marv, the value of LinkedIn, should we be updating our profiles? Yeah?
All day long, every day. I look at my profile all the time, and I really encourage the young people that I work with. You got to remember, LinkedIn, Facebook, that's your brand. That is you. Your name should be sacred, and you should continue to mold and shape your name. So if you're out there on Facebook or any place else on social media, and there's a red cup in your hand and it's got beer in it, and you're chugging that down, and that's what people see, that's the image that you have. Instead, give us a professional image, because you know what? Every employer is looking at the social media.
You know,
so LinkedIn, Facebook matter.
It is so funny, Marv, when I see stories about people that have posted something on social media, and then, you know, it gets shared, or somebody has access to an employer, and they're mad. They're like, that's my private Facebook, that it's just me talking to my friends. Do you address just how significant the use of social media is for their professional image?
Well, I think things have changed. It is not my private world unless you declared it as private. Then if you declared it as private, move it off to a private area. But let's face it, the general world of Facebook, the general world of LinkedIn, Twitter, that's open to the public, and people are going to look at it. If you don't think colleges and universities look at it, you're wrong. Colleges and universities are going to look at it too.
Yeah.
They're looking for those crazy pictures, those wild parties. But they also are looking for the professionalism. That picture where you were volunteering. I've got a niece. She's getting ready, hopefully, to go to Notre Dame next year. She's got a great internship, but she also volunteers at the local community center with senior citizens, reading to them. Those are rich experiences, guys. People love that. Use them. Use them to your advantage.
They absolutely do. The new book is called Finding Your Internship. Marv, where do we get a copy?
Well, you can always go on my website at marvrussell.com, and I'd love to send you an autograph copy of it, or you can always get it on amazon.com as well.
I love that. Marv, thank you so much for joining us. Good stuff all the way. marvrussell.com. Get your autographed copy of Finding Your Internship, and while you're there, pick up your copy of Linebacker in the Boardroom as well. We sure appreciate you for being with us.
Thanks much.
Go Irish. All right, folks. We'll come back after a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. Remember to do business with the people the pros do business with as well.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Stop repeating the financial behaviors that are keeping you broke. Register for a free teleseminar on Wednesday, September 10th, and learn the common mistakes couples make that destroy your finances and often your relationship. Brought to you by Couples Money, you'll learn how to break the cycle and start creating real wealth. It's a free seminar taught by the Couples Money experts, Chris and Marlo Felton. Break out of your current financial cycle and get on the same page with your spouse. Whether you've been married for decades or engaged to be married, sign up for the free teleseminar at couplesmoney.com. That's couplesmoney.com.
You've done it yourself. You've put in a few keywords to search for something, and what comes up is nothing like what you're looking for. Thousands of responses, but nothing close to what you need. You try again, frustrated. You finally find it buried deep within the walls of the internet. Don't do that to your potential customers. Make it easy. Make it Colorado SEO easy. Colorado SEO optimizes your keywords so customers can find you quickly. Optimize your website by contacting Colorado SEO. Search engine optimization the way you hoped it would be. ColoradoSEO.com. That's ColoradoSEO.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C² Computer Consulting. C² is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C² at 303-933-1113.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Bob Duco, today at 3. On KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. We're here to remind you that small business is a big business, but how do you know if it's time for a website redesign?
Well, it's kind of like, I was trying to come up with some really good analogy, but I don't know. It's a day that ends in Y.
It's a day that ends in Y. Well, I'll tell you what. When was the last time you updated your website? If you can't remember, it might be time for a refresh. And
you know, it's so funny, Eric, because I think we get so attached to things. You know, we've kind of been in this space for a while too. When you create your website,
right,
in your design and the colors and the layout and everything there, there's so much labor and emotion that goes into that. Like it's yours. You've given life to this thing, and you're completely attached to it. And I think there's an element of consistency where you're building that up and you're promoting that, and it's everywhere, and you're marketing it and you're bringing people to it.
You bet.
But how do you know? Because it's not one of those things where you set and forget and it's permanent and it will never change. And how do you know when? Because here's the other side to that. For the customer experience, when you go to a website that's been completely changed, there's a little frustration.
Yeah, where did my stuff go? Where the things that I like to visit and so on. Well, I think, I'm taking inspiration from an article from Carla Turchetti, who is on the Open Forum from an American Express article. And she's talking about it from the angle, and I agree with this, that you don't want to change your brand, your brand overall. You want to freshen up, right? It's not like you want to out with the old and now everything is gone. No, the same. For instance, on our website we have 3 different buttons, if you will: Listen Live, Promote with the Pros, and the Extreme Customer Service Directory. When we update our image, our look of the website, those 3 will still be prominent as things that will be comforting to the person who comes back and says, I'm looking for this particular button or service or whatever. So don't go all the way to the right or the left and throw the good stuff away. Think of it like changing your underwear.
Well, but think about this. I mean, if you're going to change it, let's change it.
Right.
Right? I mean, as long as there's change, there's going to be change, and you're going to have the people that are struggling anyways. And so I also think that we tend to get stuck in, well, this is how we've always done it. And so if by chance you have your, I don't know, the flow of your website, I also don't think you should get trapped in, well, we've got to keep this because this is what we've always done. Change is change. And as long as you're changing it, like, the people are going to be we move their cheese no matter what.
Well, they might be, but again, if you are intuitive, if you are connected to your customer base, you'll know that this change is acceptable, and that change is probably a little too much. And I think working with a designer has a lot to do with that. The biggest changes that are coming on to the scene right now have to do with responsive design.
What?
Responsive design.
Responsive design?
You know that you've got a computer, right? And you go web browsing on your computer, but you also have an iPad. And you would have to agree that it is a little bit different.
Yeah, so whether I pull it up on a tablet or my phone or my laptop,
there you go.
The design is modified.
Correct.
What did you say? Responsive.
It's called responsive design because it responds to whichever device is pulling. It's magic.
That's like magic.
Yeah.
That it knows I'm checking it out on my laptop versus my iPad.
If I told you how it really knows, you would never leave the house again. Big Brother.
I know. I try not to get all Big Brother fearful that I'm being stalked and watched and tracked.
So maybe the first thing...
And listened to even when I don't think that my microphone is on.
Well,
and
guess
viewed
what?
Even when I don't think my camera is on.
Right. See, you had to ask the question. I had to see.
Is it really? It's like a Big Brother thing? It's like a what do you call that? There's got to be a new phrase for that.
This is not new, though. This is from 1992, since the interweb was a thing.
What's the word? We've got to use a new word now. It can't be like, it's all Big Brother. It's got to be a new thing.
I don't know. It's responsive.
Responsive.
There you go.
Oh, that's a
but since 1992, back in the day when Netscape was a thing, the interweb has always known what browser you're using, what platform are you using, a PC or a Mac, and frankly, they've known exactly where your internet feed is housed.
All right. So for a while, the websites were, what do you call those? Static pages? Landing, like just a
brochure static pages.
Static.
Yeah, sure.
But now we're wanting responsive and interaction.
Absolutely.
So when I get there and I see your phone number, I can click on the phone number and it just goes right to my phone and I can call you. I don't actually have to copy and click and paste and remember.
Right.
Do you remember those days where we would say, okay, I'll remember the first 3 numbers, you remember the second 4?
Yes. I remember those days.
Gosh, do you remember the days when we used to have to keep all the sleeves of all of our CDs in the car, too, and we're having to pick out a whole CD?
How many of our listeners still have a Rolodex on their desk?
That's functional.
Oh, apparently one of our hosts does as well. All right. That's functional. It's a dust collector. When was the last time you Rolodexed?
All right, so I don't anymore. But
all right.
That was fun.
Time to get rid of that. Time to send that on its way. But listen, one of the things when you're marketing, when your website is out of date, again, just a facelift might be called for.
Well, because it's thinking about the customer experience again we always think about when a new restaurant comes to town, a new pizza place. Well, how many pizza places are there already? But it's the new one. And we want to go where it's new and it's fresh. And so if it hasn't had an update recently, this is a part of improving that customer experience, making the information that they're looking for, searching for, which I think is probably really valuable than to do almost like watch somebody interact with your website. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a whole group of people, just watch
you can actually watch those people interact through Google Analytics. You can actually watch where they come in, where they go, how long they spend on each page, and as they move and maneuver, and where they leave, the page that they leave from. You can watch that interaction. Again, much like Big Brother.
I was thinking, something a little bit more relational, like let me just watch you use my website, because yes, I could watch you from the Google Analytics and see how long.
Pardon-moi.
What?
You heard me.
Swa?
Excuse me.
He's making stuff up.
Here's the thing.
I'm not supposed to call out.
You don't have an opportunity to invite people in and say, here, come sit here for a couple of minutes and go through my website. I'm going to watch what you do.
You could.
It's artificial. It doesn't work that way.
But you could.
Listen to me, woman.
Master.
Kind of like that. Here's the deal. Your Google Analytics are telling the real story, the authentic story. But I want you to hear this one point, if you don't mind, because the timer is still going, and we have to get this one
Talk fast then, because I have my thing I'm going to share, and I'm going to.
I know that you are. When talking about keeping your updating your website, the one thing that you really want to update is your content. That's the smallest, least intrusive thing, and you don't have to hire a web designer to do it. Write a blog, add a photo, do something new on your website every single week, and Google will love you, your people will love you, and I might very well love you if you're tall and blonde. I'm done.
Did you get it out?
I did.
Did you get exactly what you wanted to share?
Edit your content.
Edit your content.
Yes. Add content.
Add content. All right.
All right.
So,
What
Mr.
would you like to talk about?
Google Analytics boy that you say you can master, that you say you can watch from behind and see what that customer experience
Only
is.
if you want it to be authentic.
Because it's not artificial. But if you're actually watching a human being and having a conversation with them, if it doesn't exist, they're not going to click on it, and your Google Analytics aren't going to tell you that.
Oh, that's true.
You have to have a conversation with your customer.
I agree.
You didn't.
All right. Well, there you go on how to update, how to know if it's time for you to update. Are you having a conversation with your customer?
You know what? I haven't thrown it in yet, but I do think that I'm a little overdue for saying, that's nice, Eric.
We'll be back after these messages on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at MediProSolutions.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Revitalize, release stress, and empower with Karen Corona's healing and transformational programs. Karen is a master healer and a teacher with 30 years' experience providing holistic healing treatments, coaching, yoga, meditation classes, and retreats. Receive the healing inner tools you need to achieve your goals. Call Karen today and get started. 303-725-1119. That's 303-725-1119. Mention this ad and receive a free yoga class or a $150 coupon toward her upcoming healing and transformational retreat in October, set in the lovely Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. Call today, 303-725-1119, or visit online at KarenCorona.com.
Dana Lash after Grassroots Radio Colorado on KLZ 560.
Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. I'm kind of afraid to even get into this next segment.
Well, there are some times where you should just leave some topics to the professionals when it comes to responsive web design, inbound marketing, content marketing, and social media marketing. We do have an expert in the studio. And so whatever Eric and I said previously, swipe that from the record, because we have Darrell Stern, president of Stern DMB, in the studio with us. Hi, Darrell.
Good morning. Thank you for having me again.
We're so excited to have you. Now, Eric's a little fearful about some of this little marketing stuff, and we truly are not the experts when it comes to marketing, inbound marketing, responsive web design, and all of that. Do you find that there are people that are just they're just nervous about being online like that?
Well, that's what I want to talk about is two things, fear and assumption. We were all at the Tommy Wolf event, and by the way, if you want to have the best MCs for your event anywhere in Colorado or the country, please have Angel and Eric do it. They did an outstanding job. Eric got up there and did amazing magic illusions and everything. I mean, the two of you were just amazing. But what I noticed was a lot of people got up and said, one particular person said, well, I'm afraid if I do this, people will think I'm this. I don't want people assuming I'm that. I don't want people thinking I'm this when I'm that. And my response is, who cares? If they're starting a conversation with you,
people are thinking about you. That's a good thing,
they're thinking about
right?
you. They're contacting you, and they're saying, "Hey, can you help me with this? Are you a this?" Well, that marketing is just the art of starting meaningful conversations. So I don't care how people come to me or start talking to me. If they're talking to me, I've got an opportunity to talk to them, make a connection, and possibly, have them as a strategic alliance partner or a client.
All right, Darrell, and I agree with everything you said. P.T. Barnum said there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right.
But let me take the other side of the fence, if you don't mind.
Okay.
You want to market and be known as what you are.
Right.
So should that not be the way that we are engaging in this inbound marketing?
Well, most definitely. And when you talk about when is it time to update your website, or when is it time to a lot of people, and I've heard stories about we read on our website, we run it, we think we need to redo it, and then nothing really happens in terms of the growth of their business.
Right.
And really what I take a look at and see is, are we, as Tommy Wolf points out, several times in her presentation, was do we have our niche market defined? Do we understand who we're specifically trying to talk to? And then what I love to do is reverse engineer your potential clients' their customer pain points. In other words, you are the solution. So what's the problem? And a lot of people just talk about what they do and what they can solve and what the features are of their business, and not what the benefits are to their audience.
Since you brought it up, I think this is a very integral point for inbound marketing and our understanding of inbound marketing, and you're an expert at this. What is the difference between features and benefits? Because it's one of the things, the drum that you bang the loudest, is you're always talking about features, but we need to talk about the benefits. What's the difference?
Well, sure. The features of my business are you will rank higher on Google, or you'll have more traffic to your website. But the benefit is that your business will grow. You'll start more conversations with your target audience. Your lead conversion rates will go up, and you'll have more business. You'll grow from it. So that would be a message that I would put out there.
Features are what you do, benefits are what I get.
Well, sure. One of the top things that I like to put out is, are you spending more than $3,000 or $4,000 a month on Google AdWords or click things or advertising? And you don't know if that's actually doing anything. I mean, a lot of people think that they can go pay someone to go do their marketing or go do their this or they go do their SEO, or even design their website. And the person takes the money, they go do something. And I've actually talked to, business leaders who say, well, yeah, something's going on. We pay the bill every month, and they don't really know. So it's very important when you're putting together that type of, inbound marketing plan to figure out a way to put out the exact message that will attract the right people, and then track it, as you pointed out, Eric, in Google Analytics and other tools, all the way through to who actually bought. And then from there, why did they buy? What messages worked, from the tweet or the Facebook post to the blog to the everything all the way through. Then we're doing real marketing. Then we can go at the end of the month and say, hey, this worked, this doesn't. Let's do more of this, and scratch that other brilliant idea that we thought was going to work but didn't.
Well, and Darrell, I think that we are not great at tracking and figuring out where and which part is working. We've got so many pieces to the pie, or to the puzzle, so to speak. And and so we're having, I'll have people that say, we're having a banner year, banner month, business is booming. It's so great. So we're going to stop these other things that we've been doing.
Right.
And it's like, well, how do you know that the Twitter piece isn't working, or the social media? They're going to get off social media. It's a lot of times what they'll say, I'm going to stop. That's just wasting my time.
Right.
We're doing really well. We've been doing all of this marketing. Now we're going to stop marketing because we're doing so well. Do you ever see that?
Right. But the problem is, to market your business, you have to tell people what you do, and you have to tell them over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and if you don't know, I've had people tell me, well, Twitter's not for me. And it was funny because Kevin, the LinkedIn leader at
Kevin Knievel,
right, he got up there and he started to say, well, you guys think, Twitter is just for Britney Spears and pages of SpongeBob.
Right.
And my friend who was sitting next to me, the gout killer, tapped me on the shoulder, like, see, that Twitter thing, right?
Right.
And then he went on to say,
yes,
Twitter is a gold mine. And I tapped him back on the shoulder and said, see?
Yeah, no.
So we never have had the ability to specifically target the people that we want, to communicate with. But everything does have to be, thought through. Like Kevin was telling us, was showing us how you can search on LinkedIn for who you specifically want, to find who's in your target market. But you better be sure that you have that message well written out. It's not just, hey, please follow me. I sell toothpicks and you like green, don't you? I mean, it's not going to work. People are going to see right away that you're, a bit green, quote unquote,
yes,
in terms of marketing and promoting yourself.
The benefit of knowing who your target audience is and who you're going after. For years, people have come to us and said the reason that we partner with the Experience Pros Network is your audience. It's the people who are listening and the people that you connect with. And that's the thing that you are an expert at, helping business owners get their message get the right message to that audience. So if you know who your audience is, you know how to talk to them.
Well, sure. And also, everything that happens in your life, everything that a person that you meet could be a valuable strategic alliance, maybe you take a picture of them with you and them at an event, write a blog about it. Put it on your Instagram, which I just learned a lot from another young lady named Jennifer who runs the Swing Golf Clubs, right? Which is the golf club for women here in Colorado.
Right.
About Instagram and how every event in your life can be a blog, can be a message that you put out there. And those types of connections that you make, don't just, you know what I'm saying? Don't just take the picture, take the notes, and go home. Everything that happens can be something that's part of your PR and that's part of your marketing campaign.
It's all PR, it's all marketing, if you can bring it all together. And it doesn't all have to be fragmented. I'm doing this over on Twitter, I'm doing this on my website, and I'm doing this in person. You bring it all together under really one umbrella. All right, so responsive web design, you truly are the expert. Inbound marketing, content marketing, social media marketing. Darrell, what's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
You can call 303-353-4354. Or follow me on Twitter at SternDMB, as in Design Market Brand, And then the website is sterndmb.com.
303-353-4354. Darrell Stern, the president of Stern LLC, sterndmb.com. Always a privilege to have you in the studio. Thank you so very much for your insight today.
Thank you. You guys are the best, and keep spreading that positive love for business all over the country.
That's what we'll do.
Darrell does all of the Twitter and is helping us with our inbound marketing as well. When we talk about is it time to get a new website, Darrell has come on as part of the team, and we're so grateful for you. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to work with you both.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. More positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Are you one of the lucky ones that's ambushed in the middle of the night by gout? Well, you're not alone. Millions of people struggle with gout these days, but there's one person who can help. Former gout sufferer and certified nutritionist Bert Middleton, the gout killer, is here to help. Get Bert's free weekly newsletter and free yourself from the evil clutches of gout forever. Search for Bert, B-E-R-T, on the Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com and get on with getting gout free. Get the gout out.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
The Dana Show, tonight at 7 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Any way you want it, just the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. Got to say a special thanks to Cheryl Braunschweiger of ALMC Mortgage. All loans must close.
And they do.
For hosting our Fan Braggin' Friday show last week.
You know what? I had a couple of people who commented who they were listening. We were at an event, a conference for the Startup Expert, turning your business into 6 figures in 12 months. And so on Friday morning, we were emceeing a conference, and there was a 15-minute break. And we had a couple of people who actually went out during the break and fan brag. Bert Middleton, the gout killer, was one of them. A couple other folks told us they were listening. And we're just so grateful that there was somebody who could handle the circus that is Fan Braggin' Friday.
You know, we love the circus, but it is indeed the fastest moving day of the week for us, because there are many phone calls coming in from all around the country, and we would not be able to do so without being able to give the keys to the caddy, if you will, over to Cheryl Braunschweiger. And of course, we must recognize Charlie, who our producer is. He grows tentacles. On Fridays in order to handle.
He's answering the phone, he's putting stuff on hold, he's switching and music and buttons and typing in. I mean, he is really the system behind the success of Fan Braggin' Friday is our producer, Charlie. And without him, Fan Braggin' Friday would not be nearly as successful because he's handling the influx of phone calls and switching out the phone calls, and he types it into the computer screen, and he's got the music going, and he's in and out of commercials. I mean, he really Fan Braggin' Friday is Charlie's gig, and so we are just here to take the phone calls. But that's a piece of making sure that your business is successful. I think as business owners, really a lot of us we've created a job for ourselves, right? And yet, as a business owner, the whole idea is to be a leader in our company. And one of the things that makes you kind of get you out of job mode and into leadership mode is having a system in place. So whether or not you show up, will the business continue to go?
Absolutely.
Now, if Charlie doesn't show up on a Fan Braggin' Friday,
we're toast.
I think we are toast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Charlie is disallowed.
Yeah, no Fridays off for Charlie. Yeah, that would be. I think that would freak me out the most.
Yeah,
You could not show up. I could not show up.
I know that I'm disposable, but let's talk a little bit about that detailed system.
I could not show up. What do you get this little? I'm disposable.
Let's talk about that system.
You can't do master with I'm disposable.
Let's talk about that system. Let's talk about that system that you talk about, because anything that you can put into writing, a system for a recurring business process that you can put into writing is, when you create it and you put that system down into writing, you actually can duplicate it and you can step away.
And that's the piece of it, is you can duplicate it, you can delegate it, which means you have somebody else. It means, think about this. I was chatting with somebody recently, and they said that they never go on vacation.
Aww.
But they used to.
Right.
Well, what happened? What changed? Because you used to have all these fun family events, these fun family occasions, all these great memories. You don't do it anymore. What happened? I became the business owner.
Yep.
Ouch. That is not the path we thought we signed up for.
No, you became the business owners because you wanted to create that lifestyle so that you could go out and go on vacation and so on. So again, having a system that is duplicatable is critical.
Absolutely.
Another thing that's important, if you want to be able to step away, if you want to grow your business and literally transform your business, is to understand and review regularly those key performance indicators. Now, KPI is one of those keywords you're going to throw out there, and if I say KPI in a positive way, I know what I'm talking about. Stop it. What you really need to know is what's really going on in your business.
Well, these are the indicators that your business is growing or your business is stagnant. And if you don't know, and sometimes it's a number, but the numbers don't tell the whole story. And so I think there are some key performance indicators that have more to do with your systems, your people, as well as your numbers, and have those in front of you that you are reviewing daily. For some people, it is a lot of those website analytics and the Google Analytics, and checking to make sure that our marketing is on track and we really are having that conversation with our customers.
You need to know if you're spending more than you're making.
You know, that return on involvement that you're getting from your membership, quality control with your products and services. There are pieces that you need to be reviewing really weekly, if not daily, depending on the size of your company. But to be actively involved in the management, so that way you've got people that are monitoring the details and reporting to you, and making sure that we're all accountable to getting the job done at the end of the day. The key performance indicators keep you on track when you don't feel like showing up, when you don't feel like, and I think as an entrepreneur, we no longer, we don't allow the I don't feel like to get in the way. You know, it's on the calendar, it's the job, and we do the job.
You decided to start this business, get on it.
But there are people, perhaps on the team that might need a few key performance indicators of their own to monitor and track.
Absolutely. And you mentioned something about your KPIs being trumped by the value of the connection with your customers, and I agree with that. You need to know, are you connected with your customers? Are those relationships healthy? Are you growing, or are they stagnating? And it's like any relationship.
We had Dawn Briggs from Bravo in the studio a few weeks ago, and she talks about surveys. And really, this is that conversation. Do you understand what your customers want from you? Do you understand what they expect from you? Because a lot of times, what we deliver and what they expect, if those are not on the same page, we're doing our job and we think we're going along business as usual and we're doing great. But if the expectation is someplace else, and so having that conversation, that connection with your customer is key.
Finally, you want to make sure that your business is transformed. You want to make sure that you are on track to do better business this year than you did last year. You need to identify which pool you want to swim in, and then go swimming in that pool.
I think a lot of times we're networking with potential clients.
Yes.
But really, there's an element of networking with our peers as well.
Or those that we desire to be our peers.
Yeah, other CEOs or other business owners, where it's not so much are we going to do business with each other, but how, kind of that sharpen
iron sharpens iron.
That's it. We're sharpening each other. We're brainstorming. We're elevating the conversation. And even this, think about this the next time you walk into a business networking event. Rather than always saying, are you a potential client?
What can you do for me?
How can we be potential peers?
How can I help you?
Elevate each other to grow and to be more successful.
Yeah, absolutely. Instead of looking for the transaction, look for the strategic partnership. Mm-hmm. And I remember years and years ago, Angel, we were driving down the interstate and we were talking about the networking that we were doing years ago, and how this is fun and it's productive in a transactional sort of way, but I really want to be hanging out with those guys over there. Mm-hmm. And now we do both. We get to hang
because
out.
At the time, we're solopreneurs, right?
Right.
And it's just us, and you kind of pigeonhole yourself, and so you have to take yourself out of it. Somebody isn't going to elevate you. You know what? You are the CEO of your company. Act like it.
Right.
Behave like it. Do things that CEOs do. And so we changed our behaviors a little bit to put ourselves physically into a different space.
Absolutely. So there you have it. There's lots of great tips on how to transform your business. Doesn't take a whole lot of time. Does take intention and attention to the details. So go out and, as we have said, now you go do. I'm reminded by Tommy Wolf and all the people that we saw at this conference, 12 months to six figures, that all the talk in the world is worthless unless it is followed up by a significant amount of action. You must put that into action. And so we greet our new listeners from all over the state of Colorado and several other areas around the country. And we will take a quick station ID because that's what we have to do. But when we come back, there will be a full hour more positive business talk. You are listening to Angel and Eric. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
The Dennis Miller Show, tonight at 10 on KLZ 560.
Hi, I'm Courtney, and I'm a firefighter. One of the resources we use to notify you of a threat to life or property, such as a wildfire, flood, or police action, is the Emergency Notification Service. You need to register your mobile or landline phone so we know what number to call. To find the link to your local service, go to 911colorado.org. That's 911colorado.org.
This message is brought to you by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and your local station.
There are many sounds in your daily life. Ones that make you smile. Ones that help you relax. And there are some sounds that can help save lives. Wireless emergency alerts, now on many mobile devices, use a unique sound and vibration to bring you critical information about emergencies in your area. With updates from local sources you know and trust, you can be in the know wherever you are. Learn more at ready.gov/alerts. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at KLZ560radio.com. This is KLZ 560. Freedom, liberty, truth.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm John DeMaster. Congress back today for a short September session, and top leaders gather with the president to talk about the ISIS terrorist threats. Here's the Blaze Radio's Robin Walensky.
President Obama scheduled to lay out his plan to deal with ISIS Wednesday night during a national address. He's scheduled to meet with congressional leaders Tuesday. Meanwhile, Mitt Romney criticizing the president for his inaction so far.
I don't know whether you can't see reality from a fairway, but the president has not seen the reality internationally, and then domestically. We've got, 92 million people that have stopped looking for work, that are out of work in this country? It's unacceptable.
Romney in an exclusive interview with Chris Wallace on Fox News Sunday.
A mysterious respiratory illness hitting children with asthma. The CDC saying it's heard from 10 states about the outbreak. These kids getting very sick, some ending up in hospitals. The symptoms similar to a very bad cold. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
I'm Lex Friedman. I run my own business, so I know from experience, hiring new employees can be tough. Posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites, and now you can. With ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 50-plus job sites, including Craigslist, LinkedIn, and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll into ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 200,000 businesses. And right now, our listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio. One more time. To try it for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio.
You've been listening to the Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, 5 to 8 tomorrow morning on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. You what?
Go ahead.
No, you first. No, go first.
No,
all right, rock, paper, scissors, ready?
Oh, shoot, I was slow.
Oh, see? I win. All right, go first.
Now I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. I was thinking one of the things that disappoints me
Did you hear the music? It like disappoints me.
is that you don't like to play dress up.
What?
You don't do
What?
costumes and dress up, and you don't get into it. Did you know?
Hold on.
Listen,
this is not what it sounds like. What the hell are you talking about, woman?
No. So last week, one of the events, one day, our outfits coordinated.
Oh, that's true.
We got so many compliments.
We were kind of matchy-matchy.
We were, not on purpose, but we could do that on purpose, you know.
No, you want to know what disappoints me? Is I walk out and the general manager of Studio Z here is wearing the exact same shirt
that doesn't disappoint
as
you.
mine.
That doesn't disappoint you. You try that.
I know that Mike Treem has this shirt.
I know.
We bought it at the same store.
I know, and you try to wear it as often as possible because you try to match up with Mike. You match up with Mike, but you won't match up with me.
I don't think that has anything to do with playing dress up. But you know who's doing dress up really well?
Who?
A dog in Poland.
What?
Yeah?
What?
There's a dog. You haven't seen this video?
I'm not going to dress up
It's
with
a
a dog in
mutant
Poland.
giant spider dog. Yes, there is a dog. This is the most hysterical video. If you have not seen it, I'm going to post it to our Facebook wall because it made me laugh to the point of crying. Yesterday in Warsaw, Poland, there is a Polish prankster who's dressed his dog up as a giant spider, and I'm talking a giant spider. And
that would totally freak me out.
And then he's in the subways.
That would totally freak me out.
With people are walking down the stairs, and there's body parts with rope, cotton rope, body parts hanging as if it were like a spider,
spider web thing.
Yeah, right. And then and so this guy's looking at these body parts hanging, and then down the stairs comes this dog who just wants to be friendly. Let's play.
Oh, and he's wearing this.
Chasing him everywhere. It's hysterical. There's somebody who wants to. You want to play dress up?
Not
hang out
spiders.
with Spider Dog.
Although I will tell you, here is my best Halloween costume for work ever.
Yeah, I bet you it has a tiara.
No. Anybody can wear this.
Oh.
You wear it's just a T-shirt.
Yeah.
With your website across the chest.
Right.
And then you take that spider webbing and kind of wrap it around you, and you can get the little plastic spiders and put them in there if you would like to.
Then what are you?
A website.
You are a website.
You are your website.
Right.
How is that? And that is the best business costume ever. Super simple, super easy. They had a spider.
I kinda like mine.
What's yours?
A tall white mocha.
What? What?
Mm-hmm. We got to go to commercial.
A tall white mocha.
I go down smooth and easy.
Oh, gag me. Ah.
Folks, we got a great show for you. Please don't go anywhere and don't judge us for these last 5 minutes. We'll be back after these messages.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Hi, ladies. This is Angel, and I want to let you in on one of my favorite fashion secrets. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella's studio for a full year, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara. And all of the compliments I get. Get yours today. Call Carabella's studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. And to ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. 303-909-9585.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
Camp Experience is the place to develop new friendships, connect with like-minded women, and build alliances that will help get you to where you want to be, personally and professionally. This September retreat, held at Cheyenne Mountain Resort, has the feeling of a relaxed corporate women's retreat, bringing together community volunteers and civic leaders, women entrepreneurs, business leaders, and moms. Register today at campexperience.com.
Back to school is just like back to work. Families relocate, businesses open new offices, and you need to order new phone lines, equipment, and internet connections. Hi, this is Eric, encouraging you to do what we did. Call Lori White and Lorianne Communications and let her do it all for you. From phone lines to cable installation, Lori is your phone gal. She's always ready to serve your back-to-work needs. Call Lori today, 303-419-3415. That's 303-419-3415 or online at loriancom.com. That's LORIANCOMM.com.
Dennis Miller here. Be sure to tune in for the Dennis Miller Show, where we talk politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Our guests are the best you'll hear on radio. It's radio you can trust, right here on the Dennis Miller Show.
Tonight at 10 p.m., it's the Dennis Miller Show, right here on KLZ 560.
Bob Duco, today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Our house in the middle of our street. Our house.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. You know, I've used to say that we have the best job in the world, but I've just been notified that quite possibly our next guest has a better job.
Well, I love it when people love what they do, and we say that necessity is the mother of invention. After volunteering to assist homeowners affected by the Waldo Canyon fire, Carrie Mitchell saw the need to help people figure out what in the world did they own. Do you ever think, do you know everything that you own? Could you make an inventory?
I confess I have no clue.
You have no clue.
No.
I think that on a good day, we have no clue. And add the layers of disaster and trauma and the emotion and all of that goes along with it. And you have the new company, Together We Stand, TWS Home Inventory, homeinventory.com. And Carrie Mitchell, the owner, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you guys for having me.
Carrie, very nice to have you with us today. Let me first of all, thank you for helping the folks of the Waldo Canyon fire. My son was one of those folks who actually got relocated 3 different times, and the home that he ended up in was burned to the ground at the end. He's fine, but it's close to home for me. Now, how is it possible that we can actually remember everything that we lost? I mean, what's involved?
We can't.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, I tell people, I give talks a lot on, how do we figure out what we have, what we don't have. And I tell people, go around and pick any cupboard, any drawer, anything in your house, a closet, and just try to write down what's in there. And
without opening it up and looking at it first.
Just write down what's in there. Like, oh, yeah, I can do that. So they do, and then I say, okay, let's then open it up and see what you missed. And they're like, oh, my gosh, I forgot I had, the projector, the camera,
right,
the expensive stuff. So after a tragedy, how are you expected to remember? I mean, you just can't. So it is, after volunteering, helping people try to come up with their lists afterwards, they just assume the insurance companies would just hand them a check. Well, that's not the case. You have to come up with a detailed list of everything you had.
Right.
Do you, I mean, I think about, when you look at your homeowner's insurance, and there's a dollar figure for the amount of stuff inside your home. You have your dwelling, and then you have the belongings. And isn't that just, if I lost my house, isn't that the dollar figure they're just going to give me?
Well, no.
No.
That's what we would assume. Some insurance companies are a little bit better than others at that. I'm not going to mention names, but in the beginning, before all the natural disasters started being so prevalent all over the country, we seem like we're in this. There's just all over the place. It's happening everywhere: floods, fires, hurricanes. They used to just kind of say 60 to 70% of what your cost of your property, you would get that in personal property, okay, which doesn't cover what you have anyway, especially if you collect anything.
Right.
People don't realize what you have covered. It doesn't, like, for instance, let's say your guns. If you have guns or musical instruments or anything like that, you're assuming that you tell them you have this and you're going to get whatever you had for that. Well, like, for instance, musical instruments, I didn't know this, you get $500 total. Okay, so if you have a grand piano, you're not going to be able to.
You're not even close.
No.
You know what, Carrie, I often think about the expensive stuff. Like, I could probably, remember that stuff. But we're having our house painted, and I just was cleaning out the office, the home office, and just the paper supplies and envelopes and this kind of paper and that kind of paper and all of the supplies we have in the office. There was 8 boxes of stuff that came out of that room. And I would think I could remember my desk, my chair, my printer, like the expensive stuff, but it's all the little stuff that's in all of those drawers that really adds up too. Is that part of that home inventory? Do we really have to inventory paper clips?
Oh, well, I don't know about paper clips, but yes, that's the stuff that really adds up. I tell people, like, your garage, people forget, like, people tell me all the time, well, I went around and did my own home inventory, which is great. That's better than not doing it at all.
Sure.
But they forget the garage, they forget closets, they forget drawers, and that's where you hide the expensive stuff kind of anyway. But your garage, I've heard, has more valuable things in it per square footage than anywhere in your house, and it's more susceptible to theft. This isn't just about fires and things. This is also, if you have a theft, and we've done a home inventory, or you've done one, and you can hand the police that flash drive that has all that, it's, first of all, it's proof that you had it.
What's on this flash drive?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, but you said just make the list and it's proof. Really? Do I just? Because you know what? I had a Mercedes-Benz. Right?
No, we take pictures.
I paid cash for it.
Yeah, we did. Sure.
And it was sitting in the garage. Yeah.
Now it's gone.
Yeah.
I was going to take a picture of it today, but it's gone. So there's got to be some rules.
Oh, yeah. It's best if it's a third party, but if you do it yourself and you take pictures of it and it's documented, and serial numbers are super important of things, electronics and all that, so that you have proof of what it is. For instance, I had a friend that she was on vacation. Somebody broke into their car. We had done a home inventory for her. She had taken all this stuff with her, so they had stolen all her computers, her cameras, her everything. Well, immediately she called me and said, Carrie, get the flash drive out of a safe deposit box, send it to the police. They were able to catch the robbers, not only catch them and arrest them, but also get all of her merchandise back. So it's great. It's I don't know.
Okay, so I'm hearing lists. I'm hearing pictures.
Well,
I'm hearing
they have to do
serial numbers.
after. When you take pictures, you need pictures, and still pictures are better than video. When an adjuster comes in to do a claim and they're looking at video, they have to stop and start and stop and start, and they can't get detail. We take still pictures. When I do an inventory, I take up to 2,000 pictures in a home.
How long does that take?
Well, I'm fast, but
and you know the things that you're really looking for, the high dollar value
everything.
items.
Aren't we looking for everything?
I do everything.
All right.
We open up drawers and we count underwear. We count whatever. That stuff's expensive to replace.
Wow.
We have a documentation.
Yeah, how many pair of underwear do you own? Do you even know, Eric?
I actually do.
You probably, please let it be a double-digit number, at least.
Of course it's a double-digit number.
Okay. Yeah.
I no, but because I don't like doing laundry that often.
Okay, so I have a whole month's supply.
For the sake of time, we got 1 minute left. Carrie, you are a professional at doing this. People can actually call you, hire you to come in and do these inventories. And of course, it's kind of like health insurance, or not health insurance, but death and death benefits and whatnot. People think, well, I know that I should, but they're not doing it now. Can we make the case that now is the best time?
Oh yeah, when it's too late, it's too late.
Right.
It really is. And It's very time consuming, but it's worth it. Everybody that's ever had a disaster and lost everything will tell you, if I would have done that, it would have changed our lives, because we're spending months and months trying to remember what we had, and we just can't.
Yeah.
It brings up the pain.
And even though you may not be able to say it, I certainly can. The insurance companies are not necessarily on your side. They're there to minimize their loss, and so they will try to reduce the number as much as possible. And you think, well, that's crazy. I've been paying all my life in this policy, and the fact of the matter is, it's their business, and they're trying to minimize their expense. So you have to have the proof. Where do we get contact information for you?
Well, you can get online for www.twshomeinventory.com, or let's see what else you can do.
Do you have a phone number that we can
Sure,
call?
719-208-0287.
719-208-0287, twshomeinventory.com, twshomeinventory.com. Make sure that you remember everything, every little thing that you own,
including my underwear. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No. Available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Make sure your marketing strategy includes search engine optimization and contact Colorado SEO at coloradoseo.com. You'll find a team of experts who have been connecting consumers online since 1996. You've created a commodity, now get found. coloradoseo.com. coloradoseo.com or call 303-990-5934. Remember, billions are searching. Will they find you?
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Hi, it's Dennis Miller inviting you to join me for an entertaining blend of politics and news of the day from my hopefully unique perspective. Plus, we'll have a red carpet list of celebrity guests who will grab and keep your attention. It's time well spent that you won't want back. It's that good. Listen for The Dennis Miller Show.
The Dennis Miller Show, weeknights at 10, right here on KLZ 560.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Time for business tips and insights. And, we love to hear from our friend Bert Middleton. You know him as Blackout Killer.
Hi, Bert.
Good morning, Angel and Eric.
Good morning. What are we talking about today?
We are talking about something that is so misunderstood and sort of underrated in terms of what is going on with our health, and that is toxic chemicals that are in our environment, and that has so much to do with why people get gout and so many other chronic disease conditions.
What kind of toxic chemicals are you referring to?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Eric, because I have a perfect example of what I really try to get people to use as a mental image. And what that is that all of us that grew up as like baby boomers, us baby boomer generation people, one of the things that has happened with us is that we grew up with leaded paint, leaded pipes, leaded gas. There was probably lead in the finishes on our toys when we were little. And that's the perfect example because lead exposure and lead poisoning has a direct connection to kidney function, poor kidney function, and kidney failure. And kidney function and kidney failure have everything to do with why people get gout and all kinds of other things as well. So it's those heavy metals, it's that heavy metal toxicity that really, really messes up the detox process of our livers. And what happens is those heavy metals get in there and they get bound in the tissues of our livers and other organs, and that's kind of like the start of the slow, insidious disease condition.
Oh,
okay. So
a few things.
Oh, no, go ahead. I was as much like we got rid of the lead-based paint on our cribs.
The windows no longer have
and
lead.
the walls and all of that. And so is it still prevalent? Is it still really a concern?
Or is it just for you old folks?
Yeah, it's just for us old folks, Eric. What is interesting is that diesel fuel still has lead in it, so there's plenty of diesel out there. But here's kind of an interesting statistic that is out there. Over the last 3 decades, there have been 100,000 new synthetic chemicals and substances released into our environment. 560 of them have been tested. So, the lead is still around, and we still have lead pipes, we still have old buildings, we still have leaded paint and all of that kind of thing. That is just one small example in a sea of examples that can be used for what happens with the toxic chemicals that are in our environment.
All right. So what do we do, Bert?
So what are we going to do about it? Well, there are 2 things we can do about it. And, the easiest thing is to control what actually gets into our inner environment. And without going deep on any one of these points, it's like we really need to pay attention to the quality of the food that we put in our mouth. We really need to know the quality of our water that we're drinking. And, another one is that we need to get outside several times a day, and we need to breathe deeply, fully, completely, because our indoor air pollution, evidently, by statistics, is way worse than our outdoor air pollution. So, and there is something that can be done about that.
And we've heard that a lot of times the indoor is worse because everything's all closed in and all of the dirt and mold and all of that is recirculating in the house. Bert, how do people get in touch with you and get more information about removing toxins from their lifestyle?
Well, the easiest and fastest way is to just give me a call, and that is 970-485-5955. And otherwise, I love sending people to my listing on experiencepros.com.
That's the Extreme Customer Service Directory listing. Go to Colorado, search for Bert, and you will find, remember, when you hurt,
call Bert. Thanks so much, Bert.
Thank you.
All right, and now we'll turn our attention over to Missy Miller, who is with Mass Mutual Colorado. She knows everything you need to know about your finances. Missy, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Missy. What are we talking about today?
Well, it's interesting. We're going to talk about something today. We're going to begin a discussion with something that tied directly into what you were just talking about a few minutes ago, and that is September is Life Insurance Awareness Month, where you might not have even known that there was an awareness month for it. But it's the 11th anniversary. It's an industry-wide effort to raise awareness among consumers, business owners, families, those kinds of things about the need for life insurance.
All right, so we all know about life insurance, that it exists. What do we need to know this month?
Well, interestingly, Americans by and large aren't saving much money. I know that we've kind of talked about that in the past, and unfortunately many households are still mired or deep in debt. And although many people see the value in life insurance, less than half of individuals have individual life insurance policies. So it's something that I think most commonly the reason for that is that they think that it's too expensive. And
Missy, did you say less than half the people have life insurance policies?
Exactly, yes.
Oh my God!
It's like 3 in 10.
That's staggering.
It is.
It is staggering.
With all the different policies and from term to whole life, it's not that expensive.
It's not, and the thing is that they found LIMRA is the agency that is kind of the oversight agency that kind of keeps track of all these statistics, and they say that they found that consumers overestimate the cost of life insurance by nearly threefold. So there's a lot of misperceptions and misconceptions out there about it.
All right, and Missy, I know you've got a few tips already prepared, but if that many people still need life insurance, tell them why they need it.
Well, it's kind of what you were talking about before. You don't ever know when tragedy is going to strike, and I've seen over and over again just horrible, sad stories where people they have a tragic story, someone's passed away in an accident or something like that, and they have to pass a hat to help pay for the funeral expenses. So at its core, that is what life insurance does. It helps protect the people that are here when you're not here, gives them a little bit of peace of mind, a sense of security, and maybe the funds, the means to be able to continue living in that same home so your kids don't have to change schools. You might not have to go back to work for a while. You can grieve. You can pay off your debt. Those kinds of things are really, really at the core of what life insurance is all about.
Is there an element of the population that, is it, maybe they're not married or maybe they don't have children so they don't think they need life insurance?
Oh, absolutely. I have 4 kids at home, and when I originally broached the subject about you guys need to get policies for my 21 and 23-year-old at the time, it is a tougher thing for them to get their head around. They're just getting out of college, and death to them is, or something that's that, kind of on that scale is just not in their wheelhouse. That's not something that they're thinking about. They're thinking about,
well, but Missy, who would they list as a beneficiary? As a 21-year-old, who do you list? Your dog?
Oftentimes I have people that are that age, they'll list their parents.
Interesting.
As in terms of a company, listing a minor is not recommended, obviously, because they won't pay a death benefit to a minor. So in those situations, when I have parents that have to list their kids, you always list somebody that is for their benefit, a custodian, a trust, or something like that.
I got you. Well, for all those answers to questions like mine, you need to know Missy Miller. Missy, where do we call you or find you online?
Well, absolutely. Give me a call. My cell phone is the best number to reach me at. That's 303-257-5874. And, for people that aren't, I know that it's confusing, and I know that there's a lot of misconceptions out there, but this is the time of the year in September. It's just like daylight saving time, where that's your cue or your trigger that reminds you that you need to move your clock forward or back or change the battery in your smoke detector or your carbon monoxide detector. This few-week period is really designed to help people remember, if they don't think about it any other time of the year, to do a systems check on your protection.
Yeah, so go and get your pumpkin spice latte and give Missy a call and get ready for fall because that is, I think it is. I don't know why. It's something about being inside, the change of the seasons that reminds us about how quickly life just moves on. And one of those things that we've been putting off, well, here's another seasonal change, and it is time. Missy, the phone number one more time.
303-257-5874.
That's Missy Miller with Mass Mutual Colorado, taking care of your financial future. Do not make the mistake. Don't delay. Give her a call today. Missy, thanks for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you next week.
I look forward to it. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, you've been using social media for your brand awareness, but do you use social media to improve your customer service? That's coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at MediProSolutions.com.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Gain your own insight into the leading cause of divorce, money. Pick up your copy of Couples Money at couplesmoney.com and discover you're not alone in your financial struggles. Couples Money is written by a married couple in the financial industry, Chris and Marlo Felton. They share their personal story of financial transformation and insights they've gained from working with thousands of couples. Couples Money, what every couple should know about money and relationships, is available at Amazon or at couplesmoney.com. Get on the same page with your spouse with easy-to-follow concepts and action steps proven to work. Couples Money at couplesmoney.com.
Freedom 560 with Ken Clark is coming up at noon on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Head underwater, and you tell me to breathe easy for a while.
Breathe easy, we're here. It's the Experience Pros Radio Show, and we got here as quickly as we could to help your small business.
Just be careful when you're sipping your coffee that it doesn't come out your nose.
Sometimes things, funny things happen here on the show, but let's go in a direction that's maybe not so humorous, but certainly essential. You're using social media. You know, you got your Twitter, you got your Facebook, you got your LinkedIn, you got your Meetup.
You got your Darrell Stern.
You got your Darrell Stern, sterndmb.com. Now, let's talk a little bit about how you can use social media to improve your customer service. You see, we all think that or at least we all acknowledge that social media is great for getting a message out, and yet it's pull versus push, right? You're not talking about hitting people with like a billboard, and by the way, some people do that, and it's a turnoff. Right? If you're posting, use my service can do this, my service can do that, my service can do this, then you're probably missing the impact and the value of social media. But what about interacting with your customers one-on-one?
Well, what does that mean? I mean,
well, for instance,
I've got 100 fans, all on liking my page. How do I interact with them?
Well, let's just say this. Let's say that you own a Twitter account and somebody writes in and says, you know something, I've called 6 times and all I get is a voicemail and all I want is a person, and they post that on your Twitter account.
Oh, well, respond to that.
Immediately.
That
interact
makes sense.
with them.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, absolutely. If they're commenting, if they're making a comment, they're asking a question, absolutely.
Now that's a negative situation. What about a positive situation? What if they come over to your body shop, nylandscollision.com, and they see all this amazing stuff going on, and they say, "Oh my gosh, I just had the most amazing tour. Rob Grave over at nylandscollision.com gave me a tour and saw all these magnificent cars. Great place."
Okay.
Rob should immediately respond and interact, and by the way, he does.
Well, and you see those that have people that are reacting and responding. I mean, even when you're reading a blog, I love it when, not everybody comments below. I really enjoy seeing the blogger, the author of the article, come back and reply and respond. Thanks for that. A lot of times people say, "Oh, I loved your tips number 1 and 3. I would add this." And they respond to and it's not just an automated robotic response, but it's actually thought out and like you actually read what they wrote and you paid attention, you're responding.
Right.
In a true conversation, Darrell says marketing is the art of starting a meaningful conversation. Social media in and of itself really is a conversation. And I think that as a business owner or a business page owner, you've got a business page on social media, that you forget it's a conversation because you are just talking at people.
Yes.
You're talking at, you're throwing at, and we have to be in a place where we're actually engaging. I also like the idea, because a business page is, people do business with people, right? And we want to know the human factor that's behind it. So I also like, if you're posting as your business page and you're responding to a human being, say their name. Joe, thanks so much for the comments.
Absolutely.
We're going to take that to heart. We're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. And then you actually sign your initials or the name of the person responding so that it feels more personal rather than it's coming from XYZ company.
Right.
XYZ company doesn't do business. It's the people at XYZ company that's doing business.
And you and I have different habits of going on to our Facebook page, which is at facebook.com/experiencepros.
And all the posts don't need to necessarily say who they're from, but if you're responding to a human being.
If you're responding to a human being, we like to tag a little dash, and this is from Angel or this is from Eric, so that they know which one of the pros is connecting with them. Another great way to engage and use social media as a customer service tool is ask your, we say the number one way to find out what your customer experience is ask your customers. Ask your customers.
It's kind of like conducting an informal survey, right, to get that conversation going. But, and I think that simple and lighthearted is best. If you've got something controversial, do not say where do you stand on.
No, don't draw dividing lines.
No, keep it engaging where everybody can participate and they don't feel like if I answer, and a lot of times I'll see something that's posted, I'm like, well, I can't even get involved in that conversation because I don't want my brand following where this conversation has the possibility of ending up in the toilet. Instead
of using your Facebook or your social media to do nothing more than bombard with advertising, put content out there that is useful for your target audience. How do you know what your target audience is? Well, you learn about who your niche is, who are you serving, and then once you've dialed that in, you know what they're looking for.
All right, now think about this. Is your content and what you're sharing, is it useful? People are on social media for engaging interaction. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be all data and boring. In fact, the more fun and entertaining and engaging it is, the more likely people are going to get involved with it. Because I don't think that people are on there looking for dissertations. They're not on there looking for white papers. They just want quick little scrolls and pictures and fun stuff to feel like they've been connected.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of connecting, one of our favorite social media tools ever is called meetup.com.
It is my favorite social media tool. I'm always surprised at how few people get it.
Well, but you are very social, and a social human being realizes that you can only go so far on an online relationship, and if you want to really use social media to help your customer service, you've got to merge the online and the offline worlds.
Oh, absolutely. Online and on land.
Right?
Right.
Meet the people that, is it possible for you to meet all your 2,000, 200,000 Twitter followers? Of course not. But you can make a place where people can connect with you.
I like the idea of, and we host 4 social events every month,
right.
For people to get together, to meet each other, to put a face behind the voices they either hear on the show or those that are connected online. But I do find that that we're very limited in the actual people who will show up. I think that in all of Colorado, there's probably 1,000 people that network.
You think so?
I do. And think about all the events that you've gone to, and the networking events and this and that are going on. I think you go to one, there's a lot of crossover.
There is.
And I think that there are probably 1,000 people that actually get out and network. So don't put all your eggs in that networking basket, but put a lot of them. Because you think about who those 1,000 people know and who they're connected to and who they will have a conversation with and their sphere of influence, which won't necessarily be at a networking event. And I think that a lot of times we get very disappointed. We sign up for these meetup groups and, well, it's the same people going to that. And why would I join your group when the same people are over here? And again, because there is a lot of crossover, but they all have a sphere of influence that is far greater than what you see in person. And if you actually take the time and stop treating everybody like a transaction and build that strategic alliance and have a conversation and how can I help you and what can we do to grow and actually elevate our businesses, you'll actually see far more success than saying, what can I get from you?
Social media is a great branding tool, but it is also fantastic for engaging with your customers and a customer service tool as well. All right, folks, we had to take a quick commercial break. Remember to do business with the people who do business with the pros. We'll be back after these messages.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Hey, if you've got gout, you know there is nothing more painful. The only thing worse than a gout attack is a heart attack. And guess what? Gout is the easy part. It's the diabetes and the cardiovascular disease that gout is just an omen of that we really need to be concerned about. Schedule a free 1-hour health consultation with me, Bert Middleton, the Gout Killer. I can help you understand how your body is using what you're putting into it. Contact me today at 970-485-5955 or thegoutkiller.com. Come on, let's get the gout out.
Revitalize, release stress, and empower with Karen Corona's healing and transformational programs. Karen is a master healer and a teacher with 30 years experience providing holistic healing treatments, coaching, yoga, meditation classes, and retreats. Receive the healing inner tools you need to achieve your goals. Call Karen today and get started. 303-725-1119. That's 303-725-1119. Mention this ad and receive a free yoga class or a $150 coupon toward her upcoming healing and transformational retreat in October, set in the lovely Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. Call today, 303-725-1119, or visit online at KarenCorona.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Freedom 560 with Ken Clark, today at noon on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
If you change your mind, take a chance on the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. What? Did you just shh me?
I'm dancing.
Segment brought to you by ABBA.
Okay, so I think we should have a disco party.
A what?
I think we should have a disco party.
70s are gone.
No, I'm bringing them back. Bringing them back. Charlie's going to help. My girlfriend Carrie's got a brand new pair of go-go boots we got at this little vintage store that are just dynamite. I think we need to have a disco party. Jennifer Chase, who does Reinvention, the radio show over on 810 KLVZ, she hangs a disco ball in her studio.
And Jorge, her producer,
hint, Charlie.
He's got a huge
He wears
afro.
the wig and the disco glasses.
Yeah.
I just think, you know what? I just need more dancing.
More dancing. All right. Well, I need some more cowbell, so I'm sure Charlie can come up with that. Mm-hmm. Hey, let's talk a little bit about some email delivery do's and don'ts, right? Do's and don'ts when sending business emails. This is an important topic because many of us are still marketing through emails. Tips in order to get your email delivered to the right inbox. First of all,
really?
Yes.
Email?
Yes.
I don't know.
Stop your skepticism.
Yeah, I know.
Number one,
okay.
Use a double opt-in. You sign up for the newsletter, and then you have to click and confirm. That's an important thing because
Why is that so important?
Okay, so let me give you an example. I'm Eric Raymer, but I am going to sign you up for the thing that
people do that.
Angel, yeah, right. And
I would have never thought of that.
So then it sends you an email and it says, "Hey, you were just signed up for that."
I'm gonna start doing that.
Shoesandhandbags.com.
I'm so gonna start putting your email address in when I have to sign up for stuff.
Double
I never
opt-in.
thought of that.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't use purchased or rented lists.
I can rent a
That is
list?
the world's worst way to do it. Absolutely, ever, always.
I can rent a list.
Don't use.
It's like renting a designer handbag or some fun jewelry.
Did you know that 144.8 billion emails are delivered every single day?
To who? Probably in your inbox. I think they're all still sitting in your inbox.
I don't know about
104. Really 145 billion emails are. You notice the phrase is delivered.
Right.
How many are actually reading them?
Oh, we don't have stats
We don't
for that.
have that number.
No. Do have an easy-to-find unsubscribe link, okay? But don't include Forms, JavaScript, Flash, or ActiveX. And frankly, I'm going to add one more. Don't go under the impression that just because you provide an unsubscribe link, you can add anybody to your email. You must ask.
This is my soapbox right here. Just because I gave you my business card, just because you have my email address, does not mean I have signed up for your newsletter. And the whole idea that, well, you can unsubscribe to something I did not subscribe to in the first place is wrong. Wrong. I had a whole stack of business cards from something recently, and somebody said, well, we'll just add them to our newsletter. They didn't sign up for that. That is not what it's for. If you've got a fishbowl at your vendor fair and you sign up for a prize, that does not mean you're agreeing to sign up to their newsletter. And if I have to check in at an event and drop your business card, I hate that.
Did you know that the first email was sent to Ray Tomlinson by himself?
To himself?
Yeah, by himself to himself in 1971.
Wonder what did he say?
You, my dear, were still in diapers.
Dear Ray, I think you're quite amazing.
This is me. Is that you? All right.
If it's you, please respond back to you.
With your email marketing, do set expectations and then go ahead and meet them. Right? Don't send the same content over
and over. Do you want to buy from me now? How about now?
On a
How about
scale
today?
of 1 to 10, how are we closing in on? Did you know that 22% of opt-in email never makes it to the inbox? 22%, almost a quarter.
Oh, so a quarter. So of our 145 billion,
carry the
so
5,
that's like
do the 1.
Like 40 billion. So only
there's a lot.
Yeah, less probably.
You actually did that math. That's incredible. Do send
smarter than I look.
Welcome email.
Do send a welcome.
Set your expectation, right?
I like that. I do like that.
Don't link to IP addresses or unknown websites. Do not give links to a IP 123.1456.7.89.
I don't even know what that is. How would I be linking to it?
You could. Just don't.
I would. I could.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Did you know that 24% of emails are opened during the first hour of delivery?
Well, it's because they're sent to your phones now.
It's true.
Yeah, so you're reading, you're opening them, you're not doing anything with them. In fact, I think that you're less engaged when you get your email in your phone, because what are you doing? You're doing anything other than sitting at your desk working. And so, yes, you got the email, but you're not at a place to do anything about it, and so you're less engaged by getting your email on your phone.
Do follow the spam laws.
Which means if I did not subscribe to your newsletter, do not add me.
Amen. It's against the law.
Yeah, 84% of sent email is spam.
It's true.
Is spam.
Yep.
84%.
Absolutely.
I don't anymore read newsletters or when I get Facebook messages. I know this isn't email, but Facebook messages that are sent to like you plus 12 people or you plus 20. I don't even open them.
I exit the conversation immediately.
I don't even open them.
I agree. Don't email sporadically. Set up a system, be consistent.
Okay, that's enough of the email.
Really?
Yeah, because we have company.
Oh, we do?
We have company.
What kind of company do we have?
Ariane is here with her sweet little baby Abraham.
Oh,
here
what
in
a
the studio
sweetheart.
wearing his cute little froggy T-shirt, and he's awake.
Adorable.
He is awake. How old is Abraham now?
7 weeks today,
7
right?
weeks. How sweet
yesterday.
is that? Yeah, see, we could just look at babies and we can dance, and he will never, ever, ever send a spammy email.
I think he likes me.
You think he does?
I do.
That's just gas.
It could be gas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have it too.
Pull my finger.
We always think, ooh, I think Eric likes me. He's got that look on his face. We say that about babies too. We don't say that about adults anymore.
What a precious bundle of joy.
Yeah, so our KLZ baby, our first Experience Pros baby, 7-week-old little Abraham is here. And his mama Ariane looks fantastic. Fantastic. Any grandchildren in your future?
Heck no.
No?
At least I hope not.
No, this is enough. I like
right?
this. I like this. It's like, it's not quite related, but it's like in the family, and so it's like nice to have a baby around, but that isn't related.
Right. I'm with you. And on that note, Angel and I want to say thank you. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and everybody who makes the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for participating in this, the most positive business talk show in America. We'll be back tomorrow with more positive business talk. Share the show with others.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Freedom